Do you think, from a, I would call myself an outsider in the world of creating. Do you think YouTube has found a bigger use case today than Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, everything else? Because there is a lot more educational stuff out there. I'll give you an example. Like, I knew we were doing this today, and I wanted to find out what's happening, which is new and innovative in the world of social media. I could not get that on Instagram, Twitter, or Facebook as easily as I could watch a Lex Friedman podcast on social media and get it on YouTube.
YouTube has replaced television for me many years ago, actually. To me, that platforms, but like YouTube gets a lot of flack, but what they have done over the last decade is pretty phenomenal. Being a YouTuber is a legitimate job and an occupation now, which is to me like being a tweeter or is not a thing.
Correct.
I think that's the first thing that they did really well, which is make the
make money. Yeah.
creators make money. Like creators make a ton of money on YouTube. Mr. Beast makes a ton of money. I mean, if like the
Can you tell us how much? Because we don't know. I mean, I'm sure you guys know. I don't know.
20, 30, 40, 50, 100 million as well, 50 million plus.
This is in dollars. In India, the CPMs. In India, the CPMs are way lower.
You have to be a creator in the US.
Yeah.
In the US.
You're paid the
No, but even the
CPMs
creators
on
in India are making a CPM in cost per million, cost per thousand.
impressions.
So if 1,000 monetized views, what do you make? Like India is sub $2.
Yeah.
But in America and I think in the Scandinavian countries, it's like 10, 12, in some cases $20, depending on the niche you're in.
One more level of personal question. It's like, if you put out a post or a video on Instagram versus YouTube versus Facebook, don't tell me the exact amount, but what is the amount of money you would make as a percentage of each other?
Zero on everything.
Zero on everything, but I mean, YouTube has
what I
ad
said.
revenue.
YouTube is the only
YouTube has ad revenue.
It's ad revenue.
I get no money when I post on Instagram.
Nothing.
Yeah.
Nothing. You don't make any
Unless
money.
you post on Josh.
Now Instagram is starting. They're just rolling it out, which is for short video you start making money. Just like YouTube also rolled it out. They rolled out revenue on shorts.
But then you do brand deals on Instagram.
I do brand deals on Instagram and everywhere
That's
else.
too much more effort. Here you just post the video and you're making money.
Yeah.
Because
So
there's an
least
ad plays,
friction
right?
money.
And so interesting that YouTube did this, which is at some point they gave creators the ability to place multiple ads depending on the length of the video.
Yeah.
Right? So that's why overnight you saw creators were making 6-minute videos, who suddenly started making 10-minute videos. Right? That crossing that 10-minute mark became important. So people started having 2-minute outros just so they could cross the 10-minute mark because I replaced 2 ads. Today, if I post a 20-minute video, I can choose where all the ads can go. The only thing that YouTube still hasn't done is they still haven't let creators be involved in the auctioning of their inventory, so to say. I still don't know details about when people have bought inventory on my page. I notice it from the comments when people are like,
But you can pick which.
I have no control over the advertising
It's a
side of my
full
channel.
black box.
Right.
See the difference, and it started historically. And the only point that I'll add is I consider Tanmay a professional. Right? He is a professional creator. This is not a fly-by-night Joe, right? And I keep coming back to what TikTok did. It gave a platform to a fly-by-night Joe.
Yes.
Right? So Faisal Sheikh, who today,
Fesu, yeah.
right? He has 68 million followers on Josh, right? He was earlier on TikTok, had about, I think, 20 million followers.
And how much money might he be making from this?
The little that I know is Faisal Sheikh spends half his time in a very fancy hotel in Dubai and, drives a very fancy car. And I can tell you is earning, like, I don't know hazard a guess, but I know he's making multiples of millions of dollars in a year. And this was a kid who, prior to TikTok.
But you can make revenue on Josh by posting videos?
Yeah.
Is it like YouTube where you do a split between creators?
So because the video doesn't play inline in a short video, you can't share ad revenue fairly, right? Because the ad will come in between
In between
short
two videos.
So who do you attribute it to, right?
Got it.
So what we're doing here is that depending upon the engagement on a person's post and his quality of content, there are several metrics,
Tiers, okay.
tiers by which creators make money, right? And it's all pay for performance, right? So you make good quality content, but someone like him, or for example, we had this kid called Vijita who we found somewhere, right? He got he was a great rapper and he has a music label deal with T-Series, right? So you basically find talent. These are unknown, inane people. The problem with at least what I've seen when I speak to these creators, actually YouTube, to your point, has every damn piece of content on the planet in terms of video. The problem is the discoverability of it. If you think about it, it's
very
search-driven. It's very search-driven, and
everybody's lazy and feed-based.
yeah.
But they do give you recommendations after you watched a
That's
particular.
based on a search.
That's based on intelligence. But your first thing when you enter is based on a search.
Now, just imagine
or
you want to
some
search for
link.
a Tamil song, and you can't type in Tamil, right? And so now, of course, they've introduced voice search, right, which is a far better version. So what's happened is when we talk to local language creators, they have all the content, but they don't get the discoverability, right? So if you notice, YouTube again is dominated by Bollywood music videos and certain number of
But they say
channels.
that in English, not in Hindi, right?
Yes.
How they title the song. and
Yeah.
stuff.
So I think YouTube YouTube monetization for the creator can be disruptive. Like we've started sharing ad revenue with creators for videos. We've even created so if you put 4 photos on a post, the 5th one we're going to make an ad and share that revenue with you. So all of that we've plugged in, right? So you'll start making revenue on Koo. The guy with the max distribution can actually disrupt YouTube because YouTube is a repository.
Yeah.
So if you see somebody's most followed account in social media, they might have 10 million followers on Instagram, but they'll still have 1 million on YouTube. Because getting a subscriber on YouTube is very difficult because
harder.
the social behavior of
That's right.
subscribing is not what they've gone after. So if Instagram starts doing what YouTube does, YouTube will be forgotten. They can actually make more money. So this I'm talking 5-10 years. Right? The guy who doubles down on incentivizing or sharing most revenue with creators will win.
Do you think, can we reach a consensus that YouTube is somehow, in a weird manner, leading the pack of social media?
I wouldn't say it's social media.
It's not social media. It's a creator
It's a TV
tool.
channel, right?
Right.
It's a tool.
Which can pivot into social media?
No, it can't pivot. It is what it is.
Yeah. So today,
Social media can do what YouTube does, but YouTube can't do connects.
Yeah.
As well as social.
What if YouTube allows you to have a profile, allows people
It
to
does.
follow,
It already
already
does.
does.
allows people to message each other, and
Already
then
does.
your friend's content is recommended to you? It
You
kind
can't
of-
message each other on YouTube.
Ah.
But if all of that happens, it becomes like a social media?
No.
It's social media minus is how I would put it. Where you can't DM on YouTube.
Yeah.
I'll give you another example. If I'm watching Netflix and I can chat with the other people who are watching that particular movie on Netflix,
Then it becomes more social,
Yeah.
it becomes like social
It
media.
becomes
right?
like social media,
See, there's a network effect that input creates. But I would go on to argue that all of these platforms largely are passive consumption platforms, right? What makes platforms really powerful is when he made that statement. I spent 6 hours a day writing 9 tweets or 20 tweets. So you got to create.
Hi, I'm Nikhil. Thank you for watching the podcast. Let us know who your favorite guest has been and who you'd like to watch next. Thank you.